are still around but are reduced to about 4 na lang. And they will all die because may kasalanan sila sa bayan. Yan ang ano. Ngayon, kung hindi ko sila maabutan, pag hindi na ako mayor, babaralin ko pa rin sila pag nakita ko. Same. Whether I'm president or ordinary, pag nakita tayo at alam ko galit ka sa akin dahil sa droga, ay magbabarilan talaga tayo. Yan ang punto niya. Ngayon, alam mo kasi, itong mga putang inang human rights, they are just worried about a dead carcass there. They do not even know kung talagang pinatayan ng police o ano. Basta pag may well, of course, there are exceptions. Pero karamihan yung nangamatay dyan, pag walang, sabihin nila, extrajudicial killing. Ako, I will admit, na yung sa police, has a semblance of truth. I go by government records. Kung sinabi, Duterte, ang napatay natin, 5,000, so be it. We admitted, 5,000. Pero wag naman yung 70,000. Saan ko ilibing yan? Hindi lang pagpatay ang libing ang problema kung saan ko ilagay. Yung sumusobra. Kaya ito ngayon, sabi ko, graft and corruption. Sabi ko na sa inyo noon pa na ang korupsyon na sa itaas. Diyan, yung mga BIR, mga collector of course, mga konti lang yan. Sabi ko, sa taas, niluluto, tax exemption ng donut, tax exemption ng reduced from 4 billion to 8 million. Pero wala, ginawa talaga. Ngayon, itong sabi ko, itong ibang na iwan, talagang magbabayad sila. Because you have been looking for where's the big fish? Saan yung hinahanap namin ng big fish? Oh, I'm giving you Ayala and Pangilinan. They are the big fishes. Tignan ninyo ang kontrata. May isang former senator ang sabi, wala man ako siya nakita na mali. You know, because he is an asshole. He just want to be fashionable on the other side. Kaya paano makorek natin yan? How can the Ayalas and the Pangilinan now compensate yung bill sa tubig? Tingnan mo, meron dyan enhancement. Ano yung enhancement? Water treatment facility. They were collecting that fee in 1957 until now. Until now, walang sige pa rin kolekta, wala pa rin yung water treatment. Not the clean, potable water that we envision when they enter the business. Tapos yung, kaya gusto kong malayo to eh. Kaya lang kailangan ko rin, I'm pressed for time. Because I have to produce water for you. Gusto ko lang malaman sito mga abogado ng Republic na ang kanilang corporate tax will be passed on to the consumer. Ang corporate income tax nila, ibibigay na sa consumers. Pagdating ng consumers naman, i-deduct doon yan kasi pang house, water bill. Adi wala rin ang gobyerno. At saka yung magbayad tayo kung sila malugi. That is why, nung una 3 billion, it was, the increase was suspended because the right to increase is solely given to them. Kanila yan, wala tayong pakialam. And in that act, pagbigay nila, we lost the sovereignty. Because in that contract, if you have a copy of that contract, it says, for purposes of interpreting this contract, water shall be a commodity. It's our natural resource. Hindi mo pwedeng i-commodity lang. Yan ang sabi ko na, yan ang masakit sa akin. Kaya paano ito arigluhin? You can, parang ano man kayo, you echo the sentiment. Paano ko ito arigluhin? How can I now proceed with a new contract acceptable to them with the entry of new businessmen? Okay yan. Paano yung ginawa ninyo? It is a contract with the infused with the entry of new businessmen. It is the same contract. That is really a copy of the anti-graft law. Kung ano yung nasa anti-graft law, nandyan sa tayo na ang magbayad. Kung malugi sila, if we do not act, itong regulator, if he will not act to give the approval of the increase sa rates, we pay for the so many months that they don't earn. So, how much? We paid 3 million. Sa panahon ko dumating, ayaw ko siguro pinutol kasi taxes, but not me. Pinutol yung INF, piniligilan yung rates. Pataas. So, I was billed 7 billion for the lost civil bill. Saan ka nakakita ng ganitong negosyo na ito? Kaya sabi ko nung nakita ko, sinabi ni Secretary sa Finance, we owe them 7 billion. Sabi ko, sunny bullshit. Sabihin mo sa kanila, hindi ako babayad. Ikukulong ko pa sila. Totoo, ikukulong ko talaga. It's a lahat violation ng contract. But I have to include the government lawyers who did that. Now, kung sino yung nagturo sa mga abogado sa gobyerno, kasi ngayon, yung maliliit na nagsabi na, na-retired naman kami, gano'n. But sino nagplano niyan? Ang nagplano niyan, mga abogado. Ang nagplano niyan, malaking opisina na law firm. They are the only ones who could do that. Government lawyers would never attempt even to. And ang gusto ko lang malaman, bakit ginawa ito ng mga putang ina. That is why until now, I do not want to face them. Baka masampal ko talaga sila. Hindi ako matapang, pero pilitin ko lang sarili ko magtapang-tapangan sa ginawa mo. Binaboy mo ang bayan ko. That's the sad part. In October 2016, I signed Administrative Order Number 1, which created the Presidential Task Force on Media Security. Wala mo na ako nakita yung malaking yung mga pitche. Alam mo kung bakit? Yung mag-ECDC, mag-atake dito, bawiin na naman, ayaw magpadagdag. Kaya sa mga probinsya yan, ganon. Maghingi, member ng media, sige magbigay, police, bigay, media, bigay. Tapos kung magpa-increase, hindi na kaya, hindi na ayun. Nabigyan na. Wala man nagpapatayan dyan sa yung high profile na critique about government. Wala akong nakitang newsman na ganun. Yung nasa mga sugal. It is worth noting that in December last year, the Quezon City Regional Trial Court Branch 221, after 10 years, promulgated the decision of the Maguindanao massacre, where 32 media workers were killed. The decision found 31 of the accused, including the principal suspects, guilty of the 57 counts of murder and sentenced them to reclusion perpetua for up to 40 years imprisonment. Alam mo, this is because until now, outside Manila, the government is still feudal. Kaya, pag ano sabihin ng amo nila, gawa. Paski yung mga, alam mo sa probinsya yung mga pulis, ang mga pulis na re-recruit doon, yung mga tao ng mga politiko. Pagkatapos naging pulis yun, kukunin nila. So, he becomes a warlord. Ganon ang reality. That is the reality of our times. Ngayon, kung anuhin mo lang, medyo strictuhin mo lang ng konti. Hindi ko naman pinagyayabang, pero at least we were able to tame a little bit, and there's a equal temperature in Mindanao. But in wala yun. Ano yan eh, pinasok na ng IS, tapos given the such a decision which is currently under appeal was considered as an unprecedented accomplishment in the history of the worldwide campaign against impunity. Well, if it is on appeal, there is no finality in it, and it does not really change the color of the environment doon. Kasi nga, lahat ka, basta politiko ka, ganito yan eh. Kung politiko ka, barangay captain ka, mayor ka, pag ikaw ang na-elected, mayor tubig namin, mayor ang daan namin, mayor ang doktor namin, mayor ang eskwelahan namin. So talaga magpunta doon, it becomes a feudal system. We are, matagal pa tayo sa ating environment. In some places, medyo but in Mindanao, malayo pa tayo. And in some places, such a decision is currently under appeal. As we ensure your safety and protection, I trust that the Philippine media will continue to stand by the principles of truth, responsibility, fairness, even as you ask to redefine and strengthen your relevance in the rapidly changing chains of information. While our Constitution upholds the freedom of the press, the function of broadcast is a privilege granted by government. It is imbued with the best interest of the nation and our people. We will not tolerate any abuse of the privilege. To the new Board of Trustees and officers of the KBP, I invite you to lead the Philippine broadcasting industry with a stronger dedication of your shared task of nation building. I trust that you will use the power of media to inform, entertain, educate, persuade, and to promote the welfare of the people. Together, let us work towards a stronger and a brighter future for all Filipinos. Sinasabi ko nga, malayo pa tayo. Unless we stop corruption. Madali lang man eh. Alam ninyo, I'm sure that you know this. Ngayon ng BIR. Ano ba ang problema ng BIR? I-gross mo. If you go gross, wala nang corruption. Ano pa matignan nilang resibo? If you really, if Congress is really sincere in stopping corruption sa BIR o saan, i-gross mo. So wala na maglapit na patay na ang mga examiner niya kasi wala namang deduction. No? Gross yun po. Resibo lang. Kung gusto niyo talaga na walang. Tapos yung so many things, but I can only do within my. Ang akin lang is itong sa. I don't know if you'll agree with me. I am not sure. But for you really who understand what I am expressing, hindi yung pinipilit, wag ninyo itong bitawan. Wag na itong bitawan itong sa water because maraming dyan. It's not, we need water. So, naroon ka sa deep blue sea. Kung saan ka, kasi kailangan natin ng tubig. So, somehow you must come up with a compromise there. Pero ang akin lang is wag ninyong bitawan itong pangyayari ito because I am sure as a former prosecuting lawyer, graft and corruption ito. Sigurado ako. Iganin mo, just by agreeing that the water will not be treated as a natural resource, it is already a serious crime against sovereignty. At kung yung i-kolekta nila since 1957, trillion na yan. So where is the money of the people? Trillion na yan. Nasaan na ang pera ng tao? Of course, may bagong mga negosyante. They will infuse, I do not know for what reason. Well, I am ready, not me, but yung economic managers ko na lang. I refuse to talk to them. Pero if I do not make it to the finish line, kindly remember my words. Huwag ninyong bitawan ito kasi dugo ito ng Pilipino. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for your message. We shall now proceed with the photo-taking opportunity with the President. May we now invite the newly elected Board of Trustees and appointed Standards Authority Directors of Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas to please proceed on stage. Thank you very much. May we please ask our officials to kindly exit to your left. Once again, thank you, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our oath-taking ceremony this evening.